All right, testing, 1, 2, 3. What's going on, fellow rogues? It's Mass Mayor here, and welcome in for episode 4 for Bloodborne. And I just noticed that I kind of dropped a few frames right there. Hopefully, it's not gonna be much of a problem. Seems like YouTube is still having a few hiccups and everything. But yeah, hopefully it's not gonna be too much of an issue. I don't know why that keeps on happening, but I guess I think it's like something that YouTube's in, because I've been like consistently, doing streams without like any streams, frames dropping for a while. But it seems like periodically, like there'll start being hiccups in YouTube servers. I don't know if they're like changing the infrastructure or the API or whatever. But there's like random times where it'll start dropping frames. And it's been kind of happening a lot lately, but it seems like it hasn't really been affecting my streams that much. Hopefully it won't be to the point where it causes the stream to, drop entirely. But yeah, episode 4 for Bloodborne, we're doing this today. Last stream, we took down Father Gascioni, whoever his name is. Father Shep Boyardee, some random like Italian name. Not trying to diss Italians, of course, but it's just, he definitely dissed me with like the fact he laid a smackdown on me a few times or whatever, but we managed to get by him like with some moderate difficulty. Seemed like he wasn't actually as difficult as the Cleric Beast, but yeah. So we're moving forward with the game now, though I do have like some other stuff I need to kind of go backtrack and check out before we do continue forward. There's one spot in particular I want to go and look into. But once we finish up this stream around 2 p.m., me, Amber17, Big DD43, hopefully Eljox will be joining us. We're going to be going live with episode 2 for Grounded 2. Got some plans for that one. In regards, we're going to be trying to branch out, try to find like a good spot for a base, though we're going to be mostly focused on the story still. But we're going to kind of branch out a little bit, see if we can find like a spot for an actual proper, roof over our head. Even though like the area that, Amber set up, the perimeter she set up for us, for our little, kind of camp, been working so far, but we definitely are going to need to kind of branch out a little bit more. So yeah, without further ado, I do want to try to make sure I get some stuff done in this before we go live again at 2. Going to get this show on the road, because I don't know I don't know for a fact I'm not going to probably beat whatever boss I deal with. If I do encounter a boss each stream, I know I'm not going to beat them probably every time as easily. There's going to be a few streams that are going to come up where I'm not going to be able to, beat the boss as quick, and it might take a few seconds. But hopefully if we do encounter another boss today, I can hopefully get by them, get through them without too much issue. Which, again, this is a game where everything is supposed to kick your ass. You're supposed to learn from it and everything, so that's the reason I've been so patient. First 2 bosses, it took me a few retries to beat them. I'm still thankful for the fact I was able to kind of do so with like much less difficulty than what I've heard of others having a whole lot of problems. You know, with the bosses, like taking them much longer to beat. But of course, it's also been very inspiring, like seeing people struggle with a boss for weeks, but then they do eventually beat it. You know, basically showing like, you know, some tenacity and that they didn't give up on it. But me, I've just like, you know, played like a lot of like difficult games in my time. And I have like some slight experience with Dark Souls, though not a whole lot. I think like I got past like the Moonlight Butterfly or whatever was in that one. I still got like, you know, a lot more work to do in Dark Souls. But eventually I'm going to be doing like a fully, you know, completely fresh playthrough of it. So, I'm going to head back to the Great Bridge. Because there was that one spot that we were at before where it was, there was like, you know, that one spot where I was saying, okay, I might need to like try to see if I can find another way down here. You know, but there was that one like, you know, area where I was like, I'm worried about the planks breaking. And I didn't know there was like a way to get properly back up, but I want to go and check that out. It seemed like it led down to the sewers. I saw rats down there, but I do want to see if it actually might be like a completely different area. Push come to shove, it sends us back over to close to where we fought Father Gascioni. Which I know I'm probably mispronouncing his name. There's like a lantern over there we can use too, but also I've got like those things that can like let me warp back, you know, to the beginning as well. So there's always that. I have like those parchment things. Those papers, though, pretty much, I think, I assume will be like a fast travel. But I will say, I got this axe last time, and I'm actually enjoying the axe, like, using that as well. Okay. Yeah, Corviknight, I didn't choose you. Alright, no, where you going? You want to fight? I'm trying to get the hang of the... Okay, I'm trying to, like, you know, get the hang of the... Okay, now that was completely accidental. I was just right here just testing out, trying to do the transform attacks, and I smacked the shit out of him without even trying, so I'll take it. That was accidental. Or is that just my luck, too? I did not actually mean to hit him right there, you know? It's not my... Look, you know, the whole fact of it is I'm not gonna take blame for that. You know, stop trying to, like, you know, hit my axe with your head. And what my axe do to you... well... That's what my axe did to him, you know, it did... that to him. Bang! A little onomatopoeia there for you, buddy. Slash. Totally not like, you know, trying to like add like a particular Batman villain. Hack. Hack would actually be a sound effect. Nah. I mean, slash isn't really a sound effect. Bang's a sound effect. That's like kind of like onomatopoeia's MO. So I guess we go like shh. Yeah. You know, we're gonna try like, you know, mimic like, you know, cutting flesh there. Right here, Chief. I mean, you didn't need that kneecap, did you? Sorry, Grandpa, you know, you didn't kill me all these times, you ain't doing this time either. Yeah. Whereas Gang Beast is always a good time. You know, we may not like, you know, get like full groups of 8 or whatever, but hey, you know, we still like have like a blast with who we got. It's weird, it wouldn't let me shoot him. It may be because... ah, right. Okay. Things I done completely went the wrong way. But hey, you know, at least I got me a few more, like, you know... thingamajiggies. See, that's the thing. Hold on a second. See, I just thought about it. There's a whole other area I hadn't checked out either. Is it up here? So we gotta remember the kennels. You see, there was a... excuse me. Yeah, the kennel's right here. So there was that one spot. Because you remember there was that one, like, you know... again with accidental hit. Because, like, that, it was like where that large, you know, what you call it, like that big guy where it came at me. You know, the tall one. Like, it was over down here. Because remember, I went through the little shortcut. I mean, because I'm taught, like, you know, the... her.
So what is it now? Are much better ways to pass the time. Unless...
still ain't found any... obviously, there's like a way we can do something for her, but we can't just yet. Okay, so yeah. I'm gonna go and, like, actually, you know, take this way down here. Alright, Mr. Hyde. What you hiding? Certainly not that back I'm gonna slash in half. Okay, I absolutely love this axe. But again, it's like that transform attack is so disrespectful. You know, we do this, and then... Hang on, let's see if I can do it right again. Yeah, that right there, it's like bop, like right in the face. I wonder if it's like, you know, you can do it like at any time. Hang on. Okay, so I think it's like it just does the same transform attack. Okay, so basically just led back around to right here, so there's no reason for us to really go back down there. So literally when I did this, it just like let me go up to the rafters. And like cut down those bodies that got me stuff, so... I don't really have to do anything there, but there's like still one more spot I need to go check out. For all I know, it may lead back down to the sewers as well. Okay, I ain't gonna bother with... Well, it's experience, so... This axe is fun, though. I mean, it's a little slower, but it is, like, really fun to use. Like, the whole thing with, like, the cleaver, the saw cleaver. That's really fun as well. It's, like, faster. And I will say, one reason I'm thankful I didn't go with the cane is I looked it up, and apparently people say that the cane is, like, a more advanced weapon. It's one you don't really want to use on your first playthrough. So I'm glad I dodged a bullet with that one. Which, you know, you probably got, like, you know, people that play this game, like, so extensively that they go in, like, you know, with what this, you know, game's version of the Deprived, whatever it was called. They probably went through with that and the cane just to test themselves. Yeah, and that, for them, it'll probably be the way of training gear coming off, and they come through and just be absolute menaces. Because, again, that's the whole thing with, like, Dark Souls. You know, you see, like, you know, like a hollow or whatever, like a hollowed or whatever, coming at you, you know, like, you know, in a thong or whatever, you know, you better just be ready to, like, you know, square up. Because you're probably about to get your ass kicked. That's, like, I think the general rule I've heard is that, you know, you got, like, a Deprived coming at you, no gear on or whatever, and it's coming at you, like, you know, invading you, you ain't ready. Alright. Come on. I know your ass ain't blind there, Balto. Okay, I need to work on these. Come on. Attaboy. Damn it. Come on. Damn, he got in the way. Wait your damn turn, and you need to just die. Yes. Hit me with another motherfucker. What's wrong with you? Congratulations, this is collateral. Bring it. See, I ain't scared of you anymore. I mean, I never was, but... Don't you run away from me. Okay, so I didn't struggle with them like nearly as bad as I did last time, so I'm getting better fighting them. And they're a good test for fighting like faster enemies, because God, they're fast. But yeah, it's that whole rewarding thing, you know, you go through a game like, you know, constantly getting beat down by something, and you come back and like just wreck them. Which I didn't really wreck them, but you know, I still like, you know, held my own against them like much better. Between like me getting like a few levels between me and everything since last time. That probably has something to do with it. Okay, well, I'm trying to like figure out like, you know, where that one spot was. Wait, wasn't it back here? Yeah, I think it was. This is it. Okay, and let's hope I can actually land on this correctly. Alright. Well, at least the floorboards didn't break. Okay, yeah, I don't think I've actually been down here. Let's see. Because from my understanding, it looks like I'm up above where I was. If I keep on jumping down, maybe I'll find something. Because it seems like this definitely is off the path I was on before. I'm still got like, you know... Alright, let's... We'll get landed there. I'm not sure. Have I been through here? I can't tell. I don't know if I've been through here or not. See, because there's like rats down there. But I don't know. You know, it may not be. Because there weren't that... This might be a completely new area. Because remember, like, before, there was, like, those spots, like, you know, that were, like, you know, up above. Where, like, you know, there was, like, you know, yeah. I think this might be a new area. Well, thanks for doing the work for me there, Wow. Well, at least he ain't a problem for me right now. He almost whooped his own ass. Okay, well, like, since he's out of the way, I can kind of, like, just look around. At least, like, for once, Newton didn't jump me. It actually went after someone else. Which, for those who don't know, like, this little run joke channel, whenever, like, you know, like, gravity hits, it, like, attacks me, or let's be very petty, we just blame Newton. Nice range. Mine's better. But, you know, I can be completely corrected. Except when I'm holding the gun. Dude, you kill me, you're gonna regret it. I promise you that right now. But we're not gonna, like, go that far, is it? Yeah. Wasn't that just like a punch in the kidneys? Well, in my defense, you started it. Any way to treat a guest? I'm just right here, just my own business, walking through trying to steal your stuff, and you just gotta have a problem with it, don't you? I didn't do anything to you. It's completely unprovoked. And that time it was, Rogues. You came at me first. I don't care what anyone says. I'm trying to, like, see if this is, like, you know... Ain't that about a... Wait, hold up. Let's not forget, guys. Like, yeah. When we were over there on the other side, that's where I fought those zombies, and I was trying to figure out how to get up here. Okay. Okay, before I jump down the rafter right there and see what that is. Okay, yeah, so this was like... So we know we can't really sneak up on these guys. Jeez, I hate when that happens. About to say, jeez. Like, imagine just this disrespect that, you know, you don't use the axe, you just, like, you know, just... Go full Mortal Kombat, like, you know, pulling a Kano right there. It's just he's not ripping his heart out or whatever, but... Like, just imagine the level of disrespect, you know, you have to, like, have for someone to where, you know, you got an axe, you can easily just gut them with it, but you decide to just, like, just... punch them. Cliff the Cleavinator. No, I'm Cleave the Cliffinator. You don't know what you're talking about. Welcome in, Mac. Okay. Let's hope I can jump down here, because it looks like this might be... I gotta fight through all those splinters over there. See if I can put a rodent in the opposition. Thick cold blood. Alright. Sneak attack! I did not expect that to work, but I'll take it. Don't you look at me like that. I saw that eye turn after he died. Okay, so we know these, I can, like, long as, like, scabbers. Better skedaddle, scatters. Skedaddle on out here, scabbers. I shoot thee. I bitch slate with my axe. Alright, just keep... Bad. That's saying they're weak, but I can't let them, like, you know, gang up on me. Because I know if they do that, there's going to be a problem, so... Yeah, they're weak. But I'm having a feeling if I was to let all of them gang up on me, there's probably no way I'd be getting through them. See, just 2 right here. Thought I was going for you, didn't you? I'll run up on him, maybe? Oh, you know, I forgot about you, that dude that fell. Dude, wait your turn. All right, ass clown. Bring it. I'm out of the weapon. I'm out of the bullet. I'm not out of the axe. Next time you might want to scat, rat. Which, by the way, I'm talking about you and not the rodents. Yeah, their eyes are actually really creepy. I want to look this up because I swear I'm wondering if they actually did copy the design directly from because that's the thing. They have rats in Dark Souls too, and they look similar. And also, I remember like a glitch I dealt with Dark Souls, like where there was a rat like a bottom of a ladder, and I tried to actually slide down the ladder to land. I don't know if I still got the clip, but it was weird as hell. There was like a rat down at the bottom of the ladder, and I tried to see if I could actually slide down on top of it, and I slid through the ladder and somehow left the map. Like I actually fell through the map. It was hilarious. I don't know if I still got the clip of it, but okay, it's not dead on. I don't think. Yeah, so honestly, I'll say this in a real, I mean, it may sound really weird, but the rats in Dark Souls actually are a little cute. Like, in a very macabre way. See, with them, you can't really, I don't even really see it that well. Yeah, you guys can look it up. They still got the bulging eyes, but with these, it looks like, you know, just dead on, like, you know, infected. Like, they got, like, a full-on plague, which would make sense, whatever, you know, with, like, you know, bubonic plague and everything. But these things actually are more creepy looking than ones from Dark Souls. You know, they got, like, smaller eyes, and they're, like, wide eyes. You can tell they're zombies. But these things, the eyes actually look like, you know, you just poked them or whatever. It's just gonna, like, you know, just spew out, like... Yeah, it just... The eyes here look like just purely infected. Like, just giant zits or whatever. Or like giant infected, you know, zits, while the ones in Dark Souls just like they're just zombified. Oh, this? It's just like an axe all around neck. It's just like it extends. Yeah, that's how the weapons in this game work. I was honestly hoping there might have been something more here, and I feel like there might be. I don't know, you can't tell me that's all there was here. There's gotta be something else here. God damn, I made a mess. What, no, I don't know if this is mine or not. I mean, I think I would know my handiwork. I mean, obviously I would know. I mean, it's all over my body right now. So since I haven't actually been down here before, whatever, it means like I can go up the ladder. Maybe I can kind of like, you know, see from a vantage point if there's anything else. I don't know. I just feel like, you know, this area is like as off the path it was. There should be something else down there, but I don't know. I mean, it's safe for me to explore now, no problems. I mean, there's no enemies now, so I can kind of like just... We can't cut this open. Or cut this out of the way. I just want to make sure I got everything covered before I leave. Can't tell me they put all this down here just for there to be, like, you know, just, you know. It's just like, you know, to be like, you know, one, like, you know, that blood thing. What are you always smiling about, Mac? Oh, you son of a... I thought I heard there's someone over... He's guarding something over there. I knew there was more to it. I'm about to be cheap as hell. Okay, look, I ain't got no shame in what I'm about to do. I don't like these guys. Well. Mistakes were made and lessons were learned, rogues. Mine. Mine, 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 mine. You know what? That treasure isn't just mine. Your ass is about to be mine. Platonically speaking. Someone is about to have a very bad day. Yep. Oh, you done it now, buddy. You done it now. Hey, jackass, move. Right. Fine. Sorry, were those your pigeons? Oh, no, back away. No, you wanted the smoke. You want the smoke? I'm the whole goddamn Flareon. Shut up, Shrek. Yeah, you tell those mean boxes. You know, one more time. Y'all's got one more time to call me a foul beast, we have a problem. I ain't no beast. I mean, other than what your wife said in the sheets last night, but... yeah. See, that right there is what happened with your wife in the sheets last night. You started out like this, and then it was that. I don't know where we're going with this. Where the hell did this stream just go? Okay, why is it taking... Is my Okay, hold on a second. It's like, you know, the durability on my... My durability on this must be down. No, it's not down, so why am I having a problem killing these guys now? Okay, now here's how this is gonna go. I'm gonna go back over here, and I'm gonna go and I'm gonna go get my stuff, and someone's gonna have a bad day. That's how this goes. It's law of the jungle. I don't care if there's no trees. Okay, I think I gotta fight past these jerks again. Yeah, kitty. No, it ain't a cat, but... I didn't throw the rockets, you step off. Well, at least I finally beat... See, look at you. With your little sneak attacks, your stupidity. You know, if you're gonna bite me, actually bite me. Yeah, God, I beat them a lot quicker that time. Yeah, so the transform attacks, if you actually do it, they do more damage. They actually do a pretty nice little oomph of damage there. Oh, wait, hold on, that's right. Forgot about that. We're up to 15 now, due to a misadventure. Like, I'm not letting the guy, like, have the satisfaction of, you know, me saying he killed me. And forget it. You don't deserve that acknowledgement. Now, I'm going back down here, and I'm gonna get what that guy was guarding. Mine. I'm laying claim to it, and you can't have it. I'm taking it. I'm gonna do a flip while I go down there. You know, I'll do another flip while I go down there. I'll do another flip while I go down there. All these damn rats. You know, you, my friend, you ain't gonna get, like, the luxury of, like, you know, jumping down to get away from me again. Come on, ugly. You got a problem with that ground, the ground we're standing on? Is it unleveled or something? Well, now you're about to be level with it. I'm gonna get you too. I'm gonna get you too. I'm gonna make you dead. I'm gonna make you deader. I'm gonna make you even... I mean, you ain't dead yet, but you're about to be very dead. You know what? Don't touch me. Do not touch me, heathen. Foul beast. It's always like the most embarrassing thing when like they knock you down like after you get like the chance of the visceral. Bad. I guess I'm kind of like, you know, getting the timing out somewhat, but it's not entirely the best. That jerk's around that corner. He's got it coming to him. Just wait. And trim the fat on, like, you know, these... Trim the rat fat. I don't need... You got son as mine. Now, why don't you think for eternity in hell about what you did? Eh. Not very nice. Well, that's hilarious because you got me, but guess what? I got my stuff back right when I died. I am gonna clip that. That was great. If I wouldn't have killed him right then, I would have lost everything. I basically, you know, took everything back when I died. Now I gotta get it from him again. That was fucking hilarious. Wait, how's that gonna work? Because I killed him, like I got everything back from him. So is he gonna have it again since he killed me? I gotta see how this worked. I'm curious now. I've never, that's like the funniest damn thing. I actually killed him right when I got my stuff back. But he was responsible for the kills, so I guess I gotta kill him again and get it back again. This guy's like already become the arch enemy. Like the thing is like he's gonna become my arch enemy even compared to the cleric beast. You need to get out of my face. Look, I got places to go. A crow left that got murdered. So crow left that murdered. Sit it. Look. You need to move. See that? What just happened? You. I said move. Next time, listen. I mean, I got worried. I was like, oh, shoot, do not tell me I just lost everything. But then when it popped up, the thing saying, like, But it's just the amount of disrespect there. That was like some Dr. Doom levels of disrespect. You know, it's like, you know what? You might have killed me, but, you know, I'm going to resurrect myself and have all your stuff, so you have to kill me again to get it back. That was like, seriously, like some Dr. Dude. No. Just no. I mean, I'm not even gonna get to the boss this time, where I'm gonna like you be too busy going down here trying to whoop this guy's ass over and over again. Like, it's not even the thing is I want to get my stuff back, but it's just like me trying to figure out what he's guarding. And I swear, if I get on the other side, he's just like guarding some pebbles or something, I'm gonna be like very upset. If I go over there, he's just guarding like some pebbles or, because that'll be just like the kind of luck this game will throw at me. Alright, I just hit a guy to fight these jerks again. Boys, I really ain't got time. Let's just get this out of the way. I said move. Oh, those little sheep sacks, huh? You guys love doing that, don't you? Yeah, well, what'd that get you? You know... Oh, no. See, I was trying to be nice about this, but I think I changed my mind. Why don't you try that again? Got your nose. You're next. What are you doing? Over here, it's like celebrate, like... He started emoting out of nowhere. That wasn't me that did that. He just started randomly emoting. You celebrate your victory after you claim your prize there, Monster Hunter. This dumbass just started emoting out of nowhere. I mean, unless I just like push like some random button by accident, he's like, "Hail, my victory." Yeah, dumbass, you got another one coming right at you. I don't think. What the fuck just happened? He's already like, behold the head of your queen or whatever. It's like, all right, Fury. Stupid ass. Like, behold the head of your queen, Furiosa, or some shit. Like, look, you ain't got no right to be bragging when I got, our ass kicked by, Mr. Hyde down here twice in a row. So you might want to go and rectify that first before you start celebrating beating down a couple of wolves. Which they are actually a little bit tougher. Let's get this over with. Come on. Should I do the shoot? I'm right here, moron. Please move. Let's be, you didn't need that intestine anyway. I'm gonna figure out what that guy's got. I'm gonna take out everything here. I'm gonna go whoop his ass and I'm gonna see what's over there. So there's like a decent window for like countering these guys, it seems. It's not that bad. But this one right here is like a bit more of a problem. You know what? You've got a bad attitude. Nice to have a cheap shot. Next time, make a better one. Alright. You have got it coming to you. Just wait till I get down there. You ain't gonna like what happens next. Wait, you didn't kill me, a damn rat! Give me my stuff back! Why do you have it? Don't be laying the claim to the spoils your ass didn't collect. Freaking scavenging little son of a... Your face down, ass up, looking... Stupid rat. You, me, let's go. I'm gonna whoop that ass. Had just about enough of your sass, my frass. Come on, fight me. Fight me, heathen. You know what? I'm getting what is over there. Power pole extend. I said good day, sir. Yeah, look, you want to do what you did last time? Don't bring stupidity to a shootout. This better be something good. I am dead sick. If this is what I purchased from the Hunter's Dream, I'm gonna be mad. This better be an armor set. And plus, you know, my freaking clothes are all bloodied up, so. Oh. It's... It's better. Okay, so I'm not really using Arcane or Bolt or anything. All right, so yeah, 10 plus, you increase the blunt and blood defense. Now that is a hat. All right. Okay, yeah. Takes down defenses of that too, but let me see, like, plus 20 on blood defense, plus 30 on blunt, and it goes up 10 on fire. Okay. All right, things here get like a 10% increase, and also have frenzy resistance. And this right here, yeah, basically, some stuff goes down by 10. That's slow resistance and everything, but yeah, frenzy resistance or whatever. But yeah. Okay. Now that's kind of... All right, there we go. Now I look a little bit better. All right. Trust me, if you would have been guarding something that sucked, I would have like let myself, you know, get killed, just come back here and whoop your ass again for setting that up. I would have done it. I would have, like, you know, fell off of something higher where just come back here and beat you down again just for, like, guarding something, like, and tricking me like that. You better be glad it was something that actually was worth, you know, beating you over. So who's gonna stand there and guard a rock? I ain't stupid. I knew you were still alive. Okay, we got like the 3 blind mice, you know, and they're +1, huh? Like I said, we just gotta kind of divide and conquer them. Come on. Okay, now I can actually get out of here now. Move forward. Because it really does feel like there might be some other areas here I can still explore, but I mean, see, look at that. I got blood all over this now. I just got this. The blood over my coat. Bloody rodents. So much disrespect. It's like, you know, it's beautiful garb, and you know, now it's just like, it's bloody ruined. It's bloody ruined with blood. It just I felt like it. Climb this ladder and leave it and go other places, you know, where there's not as much blood, not as much poop either. This place stinks. I'm not just talking about the welcoming committee's attitude either. Have you know, I'm gonna, like, you know, you get like a 0 on a Yelp review. Like, who, like, you know, puts, like, you know, 0 on a Yelp review for a sewer? But, you know. Please let me. I don't know where that joke went. I want Yelp reviewing a sewer. Okay. Back up here again. Yeah, that, I mean, I definitely had hit and miss jokes on my channel, and that was definitely a miss, so apologies for that, rogues. That was outright not even funny. I mean, just... But, I mean, at least I can kind of save it, but... I mean, it was a very shitty joke. There, saved it. Alright, so we're going to return to the Hunter's Dream, and then we're going to warp over to the Cathedral Ward. We'll try to move forward a little bit with this. Which, I mean, I was still moving forward. I went and found like another little, you know, a little upgrade to my gear. I'll take it. Alright, Cathedral Ward. Is this still in central Yharnam, or is this like another area? I'm not entirely sure. Gassione. I guess it's pronounced Gassione. I don't know how it's pronounced. I think it was... Yeah, Mac, okay, you beat me on that one, alright. You got me. Nah, who in the heck... Friend or foe? Blonde or brunette? Okay. At least someone here is not trying to kill me. Suppose I'll taunt this person. Right, which way did I come in here from? Once I think I came in... Didn't I come up some stairs? Oh yeah, I came in from this way. Alright, so let's taunt this person right here. Please, for the love of God, do not try to eat my face. What's going on?
Hmm? Oh, you must be a hunter.
You are well spoken for like what I thought you were, how you're gonna talk.
Good, good. I've been waiting for one of your ilk. These hunts have everyone all locked up inside, waiting for it to end. It always does, always has, you know, since forever. But
I thought her voice was gonna be a whole lot more raspy or something.
This time, even some folks hiding inside are going bad. The screams of women folk, the stench of blood, the snarls of beasts. None of them's too uncommon now. Yharnam's done for, tell ya. But if you spot anyone with their wits about them, tell them about this here Erden Chapel. They'll be safe here. The incense wards off the beasts. Spread the word. Tell them to come on over, if you wouldn't mind.
The old lady. She was looking for a place to go, and this hold up. Okay, we gotta go back. Now, I'm not saying this is gonna work or whatever, but that kind of seemed like a little bit on the nose. I wonder if we actually can get the old lady to go here. Best we do is try. It's not only gonna take us like the only thing we're gonna lose is a few seconds. All right, Great Bridge. Wasn't she like around this area? She was close. She was close. Okay, yeah, we gotta go back down, go back to that house. Yeah. Okay. And at the very least, we can get like a little bit more like, you know, current, like, you know, upgrade, you know, currency. And you're very jealous said to be familiar with great. Yeah, y'all bring Cthulhu in this, whatever, you know. It's like a tentacle. Appreciate your sass there, pigeon. You know, he did the same thing. Okay, that's quite enough. Come here, you can get it too there. Hey, come on, El Gigante, take your best shot. It looks like El Gigante from Resident Evil 4. He also about to look dead. Look, I'm gonna do that slow walk off. I'm gonna be disrespectful about that. I will say when he does this, it definitely gives me like Virgil vibes. For some reason, it makes me think of like Virgil when like, you know, he shoots Yamato. Of course, we know the rule with Virgil is that, you know, when he clicks it or whatever, you know, whatever like, you know, damage he did to an enemy has to happen right there, you know, dramatic anime style. Or like ninja cut as I call it. Or samurai cut. I like how they kind of like made that into an entire trope with Yamato. Even like where Dante does it, where like, you know, it almost seems like, you know, whatever damage they do, the person doesn't die until like Virgil actually clicks the sword. Like, you know, like just that person's fate is tied to that sword. Like you can just picture like, Virgil cuts someone or whatever, realizes like there's so much blood on on the sword. It's like, let me go get this clean first. And the person just waiting around, going about their day or whatever, just going around, you know, just doing whatever. And then finally Virgil's like, okay, this sword's you know, all right, the sword looks a lot cleaner now. Puts in the sheath, clicks it or whatever, and then the guy dies like 12 hours later. Like, again, it's just all fat that it seems like they just, like, you know, have it like as a see this gun? Just maybe with your stupid ass torch or whatever, I'm gonna extinguish it, buddy. And all it takes is one bullet place shot. And probably will most of your health down, you know, go out at the same time, but I digress. And I think that's like one of the most disrespectful things I've done to people in this game. Like, they're right there coming at me, I just like take one shot when their health is all the way down, just to... Somebody like this shot always like comes off as disrespectful and they ain't got no health left. You know, like so. That shot is, it just is such disrespect when you do it. I'll come down there. What the fudge? I didn't actually... Okay. Move. You cast the first stone. Okay, she was over here. Lady, you better go to this church at... Right, I forgot. You better go to that church after everything I went through to get back here to talk to you.
Are much better ways to pass the time. Unless you found me a knife.
Got it.
Well, what do you know? An outsider worth a lick of salt. Well, don't just stand there. Don't you have work to do? Go slit some throats. Get this mess done with.
I slit throats to get here to you, lady. Be respectful. Better take your ass to that church and shut up. Assuming like with that attitude, you don't like you burn up the moment you go inside. Okay, it's not gonna take long for me to get back over there. Let me just... It's just the things I get. You know, I save her or whatever. I give her a place to go. I take out all these creatures or whatever. It's like, right, bloody get back to your work. Saying like, I mean, it's like that lick of salt or whatever. It's like me, you know, me apparently being a horse, like licking a salt cube, where then, you know, being told to gallop on off. No respect whatsoever. She better go to that church. She better go there. She better survive the trip also. I mean, that woman had a problem. She had like an issue. At least I can upgrade a little bit.
Very well. Let me stand close.
All right. So like I said, I've heard through from people, people have said do not upgrade endurance past 15. So I'll keep it like right here or whatever, and if I have to upgrade again later, maybe I will. But people I think I heard general consensus is not to upgrade endurance past 15 on your first run. I need to work on strength a little bit. Vitality seems like it's been good. I've been managing, getting along okay with it right now. I'll upgrade vitality a little bit more moving forward. But I definitely need to work on strength. And skill, I definitely should work on skill a little bit too. I said Blood Tension Arcane, I'm not really bothering with that because I'm not really going for like a magic build. And that's one that I kind of did some research on, to where like, you know, you don't necessarily need like, you know,
Farewell.
you're not going for anything like with magic. And I've been getting along just fine so far, just like with my physical weapon, so. And I guess it's just the thing, I've never really had, like, insane amount of interest, like, in the Souls games, like, really going in and, like, doing anything with magic. But that's also kind of like how I'm with most games. You know, I don't really, like, usually, I mean, just a good example is Dragon's Dogma. You know, the whole Strider class is a very hands-on one with, like, you know, doing quick damage, you know, and all that. And I've really just, you know, never really, like, you know, in a lot of games, I just don't really have a focus on doing, like, spell builds. I just like, you know, like, being right up there, you know, and it's like, you know, right, you know, being like right there on the enemy, like just doing damage myself and everything, instead of like really working on like, you know, buffs or, you know, using spells, like keeping distance and everything. Alright.
Oh no, I haven't forgotten.
I need to remember you. I don't know who you are.
Do you think I owe you something? Well, that's a fine lark, I'd say. This old mess that Yharnam's in, it's all your fault.
Yep, she's the old lady I just saved. Okay, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Alright, do you have a better attitude now? You want to start this conversation over?
Oh no, I haven't forgotten. Do you think I owe you something?
I'm gonna let her keep talking. I'm gonna let her just...
That's a fine lark, I'd say. This old mess that Yharnam's in, it's all your fault. You put it to the outsiders. Our blood's ruined, tainted by your ilk. Don't you come near me. I know your type.
You better pray for her. You better pray for her. 'Cause I ain't saving her ass again if something comes to this church or whatever, you know, and tears her to shreds. You know, no, you can handle this. You know, you're on your own. No, I ain't gonna take that dissatisfaction. This, your white hat, and you know, you just like stand out like a torch here. Everything else is like so bleak and everything. You know, you shine like brighter than my lantern with that white ass hat of yours. I am never gonna save you again. I should have left you where you were. I learned that from Link. Please pray for her, because she is going to need it. And she's also going to probably, like, you know, need, like, you know, King Arthur or whatever, like someone with the King Arthur level strength to pull that stick out of her ass. That thing is wedged in. Wedged in so much that she can get a job as a scarecrow. Oh. We got, like, you know, just, you know, medieval Mr. X right here. Oh. You don't see me. You don't see me. You don't see me. You know, that's one of those times I accidentally pushed a button. I am so thankful my gun wasn't loaded. Oh. Oh, you are tall. You ain't giving me a damn thing, Mr. X. You ain't... Oh, yeah, I got you. Alright. You know, I'm tired, y'all. Every time I do that, y'all I get smacked. Don't get up. Do not get up. Is that a horn he's got? I thought it was a horn, but it's just like it's a bell around his neck. You proud of me yet, Grandma? Of course not. I don't know what you... You can take your stupid hat on somewhere else there, Kung Lao. I don't know why I called him Kung Lao. I mean, the hat's not wide enough. Look, okay, I got places to be. He was jumping at a chance to get eviscerated, wasn't he? I like how the bell just, like, floats. Like, the way they landed where that bell just, like, kind of floats off. Like, it's trying to, like, you know, just go back to be with its people. At least these, you know, these scrubs out here ain't that bad to deal with. Of course, I'm also just trying to make sure I don't get hit by them. They're predictable. Their attacks are really easy to kind of see coming. But... what this? Blood vial. Well, I didn't kill him. Normally, like, it's people I kill, they drop them. The only thing is I don't know which way to... There's multiple paths to take here. I mean, that's the thing. It feels like I'm in a completely new area because, like, the enemies here, like, starting off are, like, are pretty weak and everything. You know, there's not really a whole lot of sense of danger. And I will say I'm kind of digging the architecture here as well. This kind of makes me think of, like, Lady Dimitrescu's castle. I swear I said that about another game I played. It might have been, like, Escape Simulator 2. I think I compared, like, you know, the Dracula's castle and that Lady Dimitrescu, which kind of makes sense because, you know, she was technically a vampire, and, you know, in Dracula's castle, you know, it was... Well, yeah, for the little, like, when me and Elgin Oxley played, like, the Escape Simulator 2 demo, I think I actually compared, like, the castle there to Lady Dimitrescu, but this definitely looks like it. God, I love the design of this. I mean, this totally looks like this could be, like, a really good example of, like, this could have been, like, Castlevania, if From Software's, like, somehow actually did, like, a Castlevania game. Like, this looks like this would have been perfect. I mean, it really, like, Bloodborne actually makes me think a lot of Castlevania. I think I already said that, but... Alright. These pigeons are guarding something. Okay, now that was hilarious. I aimed one way, hit him and smacked the other, turned around and hit the other one and smacked him. Smacked him, hit the other one behind me, turned around and smacked the other one and hit the one behind me again. Oh my god. Of course I have that kind of luck. Madman's knowledge. Like, yeah, that was hilarious. I basically smacked, I think, this one, popped the one behind me, turned around and tried to hit that one to keep it from hitting me or wherever, and smacked him in the process and killed both of them. Okay, this looks like it's actually my... Okay, I'm gonna go and, like, check back in here, because that seems like it might be, like, the way I'm supposed to go. It gives, like, very, you know, like, game progress vibes. Hopefully. Like I said, mostly, like, what we're gonna be doing, like, live and Grounded 2, or whatever is definitely... What? Did you jackass just have, like, a affinity for just, like, walking upstairs while I'm about to glow up? And like, we got one here, too. Watch this. I bet he's gonna come down the stairs. Whoa! Coming through. You know, you are a son of a bitch. I want you to know that. I'll deal with him and you in a second. Should have the scare counter up for that one. That was surprising. What is that thing? Look, I'm trying. Poke me with that damn stick one more time. You know, you come at me with that stick and see what happens. I am trying to survey my surroundings. Now sit down and leave me alone. Okay, now what was that thing? Slumbering around, it can't be that fast. Okay. So, do I want to fight this thing? It's probably one of the biggest enemies. Like, whoa! I was trying to say I want to fight you, and I don't initiate the fight before I say anything. Okay, at least this moron's like lumbering and slow, but I'm having to feel like it. Yep. Confirmed it. He's got hell of a reach or whatever. He hits like a tank. Alright. So if I'm gonna take this guy down or whatever, I'm definitely gonna like have to, like, you know, have like range to fight him where I can move around. Okay. I'm gonna hold off for a second. I'm gonna try to see if there's a way. Wasn't anywhere near you that time. You need to calm down. I'll knock that hat off your head. I'll knock it off your head and make you sad. Yeah, turn around and leave me alone, or you don't want any of this. And I low-key don't want any of that either. What the fudge? What was that about? What was that? Huh? Okay, now this game is making absolutely no sense. Now we got like random black holes popping up out of nowhere. Okay, let me see if this hunter's garb is any better. Because now I just found another hunter's garb. Okay, so it takes down my blunt versus blunt. 56, 58 on that. Gloves are comparable. Trousers are comparable. The only thing to really... What about the hat? Okay, what about... How's the hat look? Now that is a nice hat, but I kind of like the whole bandana thing. And the only thing I hate about it is that's the thing. It gives me like that physical defense. Takes down the blunt a little bit. But gives like the blood defense and everything. This one has more defenses. I'm gonna keep my hunter hat. And this right here, let me see how everything else looks. I don't know if like the gloves like have any difference between them. Yeah, mainly it was just like the hat and a new top. That was like the main changes to it. But still. All right, so what are our options here? Do we got look? I'm going up those stairs. Yeah, whatever you said, where say, you know, insult me in my language so I can understand what you said. I don't speak Goblin or zombified, you know, Undertaker, whatever. Stop with a stick, all right? It's getting old. Look, I'm the hunter here, okay? Like, you know, leaving the shaft and the vampires to the pros. This game even has vampires. And for the record, I am not a vampire. So I'm completely irrelevant, you know, like to your attempts to try to poke stuff with a stick. See, thought I wasn't paying attention, didn't you? I said I'm irrelevant and poke with a stick. Now back off. Now what have we learned? One more you post me with a stick where we're gonna have a problem. Wooden shield. I don't need no shield. My skin is my shield. Goes by device. Okay, so we can't go up this way. Stupid. Okay. How's the weather, Grandma?
You. Stay away from me.
Thought so. You know, cloudy with a chance of bitch. Yeah, I mean, just... I can't stand that lady. I went out of my way to save her. It's the things I get. Okay, before we go down there, I want to go back the other way with that big, you know, giant whatever is. Give him the good old 1-2. Or, you know, probably what's more likely to happen is I'm gonna get that giant, you know, giant axe, like, you know, just like it's gonna clean me in half, you know, compliments of, like, you know, big undead Astaroth. I mean, it obviously doesn't look anything like Astaroth, of course, but, you know, from Soul Calibur, but I will say, that's a nice design for that axe. As long as I'm not getting hit by it. I wonder if he can take damage from Molotovs. Should have enough time to, we gotta find out. Here, catch! Tall, not so dark and gruesome. That was bullshit. That was bullshit. Let's go, Jingle Smells. We got the Ghost of Christmas Kiss My Ass right here. Come on. Okay, I'm making all these. I don't think you like my joke. You know what my axe is? My axe is not as big. How about that? All right, it's not about like, you know, the size of the axe. It's about the motion in the ocean. You ever heard that phrase? I don't think he's interested. I don't care how big your axe is, okay? Just so you know, when you're cutting down a small tree, like cutting down a tree with a smaller axe or whatever, you get your cardio in. Come on, cut down this tree. I want to see you cut down this tree. See, when I cut a tree, I did it like that. A friggin' black hole. See, that's how you cut down a tree. I didn't cut it down, but I showed you the technique of it. Cheater. You know, I'm gonna go and specify, I really don't like you. So apparently he just like decided to just completely ignore getting shot. That's good to know. Either that or I missed. How about that? I totally shot you. I've got to take this guy down. Seriously, how is it you're wearing all this? Your hat doesn't match. You're wearing white clothes and the hat's black. You take it from one of your friends right here? Note to self, don't insult the hat. You know, you're just as bad as Mr. X. You don't like your hat being insulted, do you? Dapper jackass. So that was your You tell that mean well. You tell that mean well that you don't mean well. And that just came out of nowhere completely unplanned. That joke was so fucking terrible, but I don't care. Hey, get back here. You better stop taking me seriously. I don't care if I'm shorter than you. Oh, shit. It's like no little fly on my backside. I'm a mosquito, bitch. I sting. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Ah! Okay. Look, you got something in your back. I'm just trying to scratch your back. Just let me scratch your back. Don't you fall at me. I'm not gonna lie. I thought he was gonna kill me. I like that enemy design, though. I like the enemy design of them, and I also just like, you know... And that was like a fun little fight. I honestly thought he was gonna be a whole lot tougher, but, you know... Now, if I fought him just like, oh, you can't go through here. I'm going through here. I'm going through. Some other time. I know that jingle. I know that... Yep, he has a brother. Good to know. Good to know. And honestly, I kind of will say I'm liking the architecture here. You know, just like... Because I don't know if this actually is part of Central Yharnam. But it does... I mean, that's the thing. Because if you look out there in like, the distance, you know, you see, like, all these cathedrals and everything. I love, like, how there's so much of this. And I was hoping I was going to kind of be able to explore, like, something like this, like, more up close. But I kind of, like, am really, like, digging, like, the design of this. Because I like how it's, like, it's all this, like, stuff that looks like, you know, it's just one massive church. But actually, like, it could be just outright be a city. But it did say a cathedral ward, so these actually might actually be houses. But I love the design of it all. Again, it kind of, like, makes me think a little bit of, like, some stuff I've seen in Blasphemous. Okay, and it looks like there's a fan right. I thought that was like a clock hands going haywire up there, but it might also just be. I can't tell if that's actually like, you know, like a fan in there. See, it's not doing it now. I don't know, it's a texture thing, but Yeah, so far this is probably. I mean, I like the design of Central Yharnam, but this here, I really am just digging the designs of this. Probably like most of it, everything I've seen so far, which isn't a whole lot in the game. But this is like kind of like, you know, showing of what else I'm going to see in this. You know, and it's also just like the whole thing with like the way the sky looks. It has like that orange, you know, like fiery hue, like the sky itself is on fire. Okay, now we know I can take these guys no problem, but hang on. Oh, wow. Okay, I actually thought I was going to take a hit there. Okay. So yeah, it's really hard to hit them with it, like, you know, when you got it in the long form. Okay, you know what? Try that again. Let me go talk to your brother. Don't push me, you... Rude. I said I'm going to talk to your brother. Alright. Yo. I see you over there, Pigeon. I'll deal with you in just a minute. Alright, Pigeon, where were we? Hey, stay out of this conversation. You're supposed to be dead. As I was doing. Oh my god! Dude, take a day off. You better look, my gun ain't loaded. Oh wait, that's right, hold on. Loaded. Moron was so dead he didn't know he was dead. You know, here's the thing, alright? I am just very disappointed and I'm very irritated by the fact that, you know, apparently you just don't take the hint that when I kill you, you're supposed to be dead. I'm a hunter. I take, like, a lot of pride in my job. And personally, you know, I just find offensive that you didn't die when you were supposed to. As I'm ranting right here and just getting killed by, you know, getting... Flock off, Featherface, alright? Here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna heal. I'm gonna make you dead. Okay. So now that that little song and dance is out of the way, I see Shiny. I think also that there's... Hang on. Yeah, I had like an audio desync going on again in Rogues. That might be one reason I was having some problems there, because again, I try to listen for audio cues, and I've been having... And for those who don't know, I've been having like some stuff going on with my capture card for a while now when I play like PlayStation or, you know, Nintendo Switch stuff. And so like the audio will slowly desync over time. I think that was also... It was kind of like messing up my cues for me trying to dodge. It's not like a major, you know, thing. Like I still have to try to watch the enemies, but like, you know, with audio cues, it kind of like, you know, helps. So like, you know, when you hear like a sound or whatever, like versus like, you know, what the enemy's doing, where it kind of like throws off rhythm and everything. Okay, what do you plan to do with that ball? Alright. Is that another executioner? They really love that hat, don't they? What the hell is that over there? I like how they all, like, just... Apparently they all, like, go to the same tailor or go to the same department store for, like, the same hat. Okay. When fashion sits, putting on the Ritz. Oh, you know, you are a lot taller than I thought. I thought he was one of the shorter ones. I thought he was the executioner. You know, this might be a problem. Alright, so we gotta take out Miley Cyrus's, you know... director for, like, the Wrecking Ball video or whatever. It's like, the ball goes here, Miley. I don't know. This is how you swing on it. Or this is how you swing it around. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with that joke. I just know I just need to kill it. Get out of my way. You move right now, okay? I've got places to go. Now, behave yourself, you stupid ball. Take that ball and just go somewhere else with it, okay? You know what? I'm trying to be nice to you. After all, I mean, you're not dead yet. Oh, you know, I've had just about enough. You stupid ball. Bad, 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 bad. Okay, I got hit. I just noticed that. I'll shoot you in the ass again if you don't watch it. I'm going onwards without you. Without you, like, being on this plane of existence. I'm leaving. You're not stopping me. Please, for the love of God, don't come back. So that's the thing, because there's, like, enemies in Dark Souls. There was, like, these Black Knights that I think once you beat them, that was it. They weren't bosses, but I don't think they come back, if I remember correctly. So you have to fight them again, and those things were a pain in the ass, like, you know, in the undead, you know, in starting off. But I do like fighting these things. Like I said, I like the design of them. Whereas I still don't really understand, like, that's the thing. I guess, like, they're undead or whatever, but they got, like, some sense of fashion. You know, because apparently they're all, like, you know, just... I wonder if there's, like, just some kind of cult here. You know, the Dapper Hat cult or something. And I guess, like, you know, to get one of those hats or to enter the cult, you gotta earn it. I'll see myself out. That better not be a mimic. Okay, I think it's safe. Tempering blood. Ooh! Fire blood gem and abuse. Okay. And we got the tool for that last stream. Okay, so I can actually upgrade my weapon now. It was definitely worth going down there. But again, I'm just really am kind of digging like the architecture and like in the level design here a bit more than like, you know, the Central Yharnam stuff. I mean, Central Yharnam's like, you know, it's beautiful in its own macabre way, don't get me wrong. But just the view here. I was wondering if that actually might... I was wondering if that could have been, like, you know, where I fought the Cleric Beast, but I don't think it is. Because this, let's be real, I mean, this place, like, has, like, you know, bridges galore. I mean, not bridges galore, but, you know, there's one over there. Yeah, we got one right... Yeah, one down there. Alright, so technically bridges galore. There's a few bridges here and there. Alright. I'm still curious about what that thing right there is. Alright, so I think like the only other way we really gonna have to go is like downwards on that one other path. But at least I know I can take these guys like with not really the most difficulty. I really did think like, you know, these dudes were actually gonna like wreck me, but so far I'm like 2-0 on them. But I'm also thinking it could be because really, you know, when I fought the Cleric Beast, it had like some frantic attacks or whatever, and I guess like the Cleric Beast, you know, when you look at how it was faster, these things aren't really like that hard to deal with. The enemies here have actually been pretty easy, but also might have been because I've kind of like, you know, leveled up a bit and everything. But we know she ain't gonna be one for conversation. I'm just gonna leave her alone. I got insulted enough by her, you know, where her words have like, you know, been more harsh than like, you know, like the wounds I've been dealt like by these enemies.
Oh, the hunter. Thank you. To that old girl, you told her about this place, right?
Unfortunately.
Well, she don't offer me much in the way of conversation, but
For sure, she sure as shit offers me that. She got some colorful words. I don't consider, like, saving her a triumph. I mean, again, as far as good deeds are concerned, but damn sure ain't a good deed to my ears.
Oh, this here is a safe place. Stay as long as you like. But next time you're out on a hunt, remember what I asked. If you find any sane survivors, tell them to seek shelter at Erdon Chapel. Because there's nothing to fear here.
Yeah, except her attitude. But see, now that she says that, I just thought about it. Gilbert, we need to go check on him. You know, someone I actually like. While we're at the Hunter's Team, I can go ahead and upgrade my, I can add this, you know, the item I just found. Question, do I want to add it to the axe or the saw cleaver? Because I've been enjoying, like, using the axe, but the saw cleaver is still, like, you know, that's one I've already, you know, done some upgrading to. Right. It's going to take a little bit, like, to get back to her, but... So, I've got one for this. So, it looks like... Alright. Tempering blood... it gives upgrade to the physical attack. HP continues to recover +1. Physical attack up by 1.1%. Is it in? Okay, yeah, it's in. Okay. While we're at it, I got 8. Yeah, well, hopefully we actually can save them. Now, that's going to be a nice little jump for the Hunter Axe, so we're going to definitely upgrade that, because I'm digging the Hunter Axe. I kind of like, you know, drift away from, like, using the Saw Spear. I may go back to using it at some point if we can upgrade it some more, but the Saw Cleaver, we're going to go and upgrade that again. Or do I want to upgrade, like, the... I got a choice here. So I'd upgrade the Hunter Axe. It goes up, like, 116 plus 15. Or it goes to 117. So this would actually be, like, just short of the Saw Cleaver. They'd be, like, comparable. Hunter Axe would do a little bit less damage, but still. If I do upgrade the Saw Cleaver, it does, like, you know, more, and I can probably get a few more Bloodstones to upgrade the Hunter Axe in, you know, with soon. I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade this, like, to +3. Okay. I'm guessing, like, you know, me just upgrading them, like, you know, will automatically fix the, like, repair their durability. Okay. See if I can get, like, another upgrade. You know, another level up to one of mine.
I must have drifted. What is it you desire? Very well. Let me stand.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it straight up. I'm kind of jealous now. That black hat that these guys have been wearing, wherever that the black hat, the Dapper Hat cult or whatever. I kind of want one of their hats now. Upgrade my strength a little bit. Because I do need to start working on skill at some point. That's definitely lacking.
Farewell, good.
I want one of those hats. Just to wear it or whatever. But okay, what would probably be the best place to... Probably just Central Yharnam. Because I'll be right next to Gilbert. I can go and talk to him. So we can talk to Gilbert, see if there's anything from this. I mean, I don't know if he's anything new to say, and I can actually get him out. Because he seemed like he was sick. But I mean, this old lady, like, you know, saunter her, you know, her ungrateful ass all the way to the Cathedral Ward. You know, this guy should be able to, like, you know, make some grounds. Please say you'll go, Gilbert. I actually like you.
You needn't concern yourself with me.
Is this new dialogue?
I'm of little help now. But before I take this,
Oh, he's dying. Whoa, what'd you just give me, Gilbert?
I made no use of it, but perhaps you. What afflicted me was incurable, but this time gave me hope. Strange blood bought me time. I was most fortunate, unharmed by the plague of beasts. I can even die human. Don't you...
Damn it, Gil. You're one of the real ones, man. That kind of stings. All right, what'd he give me? All right, so I need like a certain attribute requirement. It's an arcane weapon. All right, so still. So it's an arcane weapon. All right, I definitely need to go and talk to the kid now, see like if they're still around. He's gonna fall. He always falls the same way when I kill him from right there, and I love it. Okay, where was the kid again? All right, I think I may remember. We go back up here and go around the other way. That was like one way I got to them. Because remember I got killed by those other jerks or whatever, and then went on a little murder spree, going to get revenge. Right back at you, chump. You know, I think I'm actually going to take on that guy with the... Boys, you done goofed. That's how you hit something with a weapon. That's how you actually push a button and shoot a weapon they ain't loaded. Okay. Let's take this guy. Yeah, I just noticed my health meter's a little bit bigger, at least. Alright. Ouch! Did I just turn a bad flip? I couldn't tell. Well, I guess I can't, like, stop that. I should think about that. Cannot let this guy... You know, there's like several people here that can tell you like why killing me is a very bad move. So you might want to just, kind of like, just knock it off that attitude. Because my axe may not be as big, but it gets the job done. Give me your stuff. Freaking blood vial. Shenanigans. Give me something better, but oh no, blood vial. You know, maybe if y'all actually use the blood vials yourself, you survive a little bit longer. You know, you can use them to heal. You know that, right? Caught you sleeping. Thank you. All right. Bring it on. I mean, that was, but... We're going to take this guy out before, like, he shoots that gun. You know, you had a perfect opportunity to hit me and you missed. Yeah, well, I'll talk to you about, like, you know, when you respawn. Alright, we're almost there at the kid. You just would just love to do that cheat sneak attack, wouldn't you? Or can you, I'm just curious if you can, like, switch weapons, like, mid-combo. Okay, you can't. That's the one I can tell you can't. Oh, okay, I was trying to walk around that one, like doing my thing I did before. Down, and he managed to shoot me that time, which only did like a little sliver of damage. See, now this is an axe. And this is a bigger axe. Always with the fire, huh? God, I hate when they do that. For that aim, you are dead. Alright. Yeah, it's kind of hard to really tell like which is actually my favorite between the axe and the cleaver now. I mean, I like both, but this axe has actually been really fun to use. It's slower, but you know, it's got that range to it. When you look at it like this, and then like when you look at the cleaver. Okay, we're almost back at her. I'm going to take this guy out, just get a little bit more. And done. I think that's as quick as I ever took him down. Of course, when I've been taking down things like a lot bigger than him now, whatever. I mean, it gets kind of par for the course. I don't know. Sheesh. Wow. I don't know if I feel worse about Gilbert or her. And also, wasn't a light on before? Okay, ouch. Yeah. Ah, ow. My feels. Right in the feels. All in the feels. Okay, just because, like, you know, just to go ahead and, I don't really want to use, like, my part, like, the thing that would let me warp. Yeah, since I just put that bitch down. And also the dog. See, and once again, I forgot, I went the long way again. I forgot that I used the bridge to get down here. You figure I'd learn. Alright. Come on. Come on, who's first? Oh, shit. Damn, I missed my chance. I didn't miss that chance. Y'all just love hold that thought. No plus ones. Oh my god, always running my jokes. Damn it. Dude, they kill me, you're gonna regret it. You're gonna regret it anyway. As soon as I'm gonna take out this werewolf, I'm coming for you. Alright. I like kind of like threw off my plans right there. I was trying to like, you know. All right. At least we're almost back over there, and this ain't gonna be nothing. I'm gonna play my cards right. While they're trying to play their calls right. Cards played right. Okay. Let's go back to the cathedral ward. Okay, like I said, I don't know if we're gonna actually encounter a boss during this stream or whatever, but at least I've got like a pretty good bit of exploration out of the way. I've done like a thing like just about. It feels like everything's been pretty finite. Me exploring Central Yharnam. There may be like some other stuff to do over there, but and, you know, in Central Yharnam area. But it really does feel like we've kind of like, you know, done like the vast majority of things.
Very well. Let me.
I definitely need to work on. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I don't know if this will really help with anything, but I'll get like a nice boost to my vitality. But I've been wanting to work on strength so I can kill stuff quicker. So the thing is, like the whole point of this game, you're supposed to like be able to like get better at dodging stuff. You know, dodge stuff, you know, better and kill stuff quicker. But obviously health is, you know, good. But my health seems like it's actually been pretty okay at the moment. It's been working. I'm definitely able to survive and not get one-shotted by everything. So I'm just trying to work on getting my strength up a little bit. I am not wearing that wig. All right. So I'm gonna like, you know, try to like explore that one other spot. I mean, thankfully I still got a little bit of time before we're supposed to be going live because we're supposed to be doing Grounded 2 around 2 p.m.-ish. Wait, I'm trying to remember, did I die? I'm trying to remember if I died. Because these guys just respawned. I don't recall dying, so maybe it's just if I leave it like an area where they'll come back. So I guess this is like a completely new district, which I mean it's fine. I mean, my guess is these guys are basically supposed to just be like the villagers from the other area. Like they're easy to take down, they're slow, and everything. Yeah, like I said, like, you know, my deaths, I mean, there's gonna probably be times like I'm gonna like be off on my death counter. Yeah, we need to go down this way. My death counter may have like, you know, maybe like I think like the other night in my first stream, I think I actually had a couple on there because I didn't remember like how many times I died. So it may be off, but it's just kind of like maybe a rough estimate. Well, thanks for making it easy on me, Pooch. What the heck? Okay, of course there's actually more of these guys here. Oof, right across the throat. Yes, it goes. You know, like I gotta be having like weird luck in a Soulsborne game, like, you know, when enemy like, you know, takes itself out before I can get to it. But normally, you know, it's supposed to be fighting through everything, and the enemy does the job for you. It's random. I thought there was like a tree growing through it. I was like, huh? Hey, you're not stealthy. You were just chomping at the bit for me to grab this and jump out and tap me, weren't you? Well, that man should have had some more knowledge. Okay, so... Thing is, this area definitely feels like there should be something more here. Okay, we should be able to, like, climb up, you know, a little, like, yeah, climb up there because there's an item there, but it's like you can't really do much from this angle. So my guess is we're gonna be, like, you know, going out here, 'cause I think there was, like, a way to let up. And then we're gonna, like, be able to double back around. So it should be, like, a way... You better be like, this gun ain't loaded. Okay, dude, you had a chance, the perfect chance to hit me there, and you missed again. You want to keep trying? You had a perfect chance to hit me and just miss. I mean, I can't believe this. Here you're just shooting at me over and over again, missing entirely, you know, every single round. That's just sad. Went firing blanks with your wife last night. Got him. Oh my god. I'm having a casual conversation just walking up the steps while this guy's shooting me. At some point this game's gonna humble me again, but... I literally was like Luffy in One Piece right there, like, you know, walking up the steps while the Celestial Dragon is trying to shoot at him. And that was like that Wesker energy, like in Resident Evil 5, like, you know, when Chris is shooting at Wesker, Wesker's just like, you know, just basically, you know, shooting at Sheva, like, you know, or I think like he might be shooting at Chris, but he was shooting at one of them with a gun while like having the conversation with the other one while teleporting around their shots. I recall, I think that being like, you know, one of the cutscenes of Resident Evil 5. It's been so long since I played it, but... Oh yeah, I'm gonna get humbled again. This game is gonna, like, you know, remind me of like my place at some point again. Like I said, I'm blessed for the fact, I'm grateful that I was actually at least able to kind of, like, you know, get through the Cleric Beast and also Father Gascione, you know, much easier than I thought it was going to be, considering, like, what I've heard from others, you know, who had, I looked it up. I will say I kind of, like, looked up and people were saying, like, the first two bosses were going to be, like, you know, really difficult. Like, some were saying it took them, like, you know, weeks, and some even saying, like, months to actually, you know, finish them. And I managed to get through, like, you know, with... Okay, we got some... You know, without, like, getting outright destroyed.
You're a beast hunter, aren't you?
That I am.
I knew it. That's precisely how I started out.
So you took an arrow to the knee?
Oh, beg pardon. You may call me Alfred, protege of Master Ligarius, hunter of vile
Alright,
bloods.
Alfred, where's Bruce?
So, what say you? Our prey might differ, but we are hunters, the both of us. Why not cooperate and discuss the things we've learned?
This dude hasn't said, like, a whole word, like, the entire, like...
Oh, very good. Very good indeed. Take this to celebrate our acquaintance.
Fire paper? Pray?
Beast hunting is a sacred practice. May the good blood guide your way.
And I just want to use this pray emote, unlike that old lady I saved. Of course, if I go back, like, you know, to the cathedral and try to pray, like, in front of her, she's probably gonna slap the shit out of me. Like, that would just be my luck. I mean, obviously she's not. I'm pretty sure it's not. The NPC's not coded to do that, but this picture you go back and try to pray for her, and then, like, she just, like, just hauls back and just, like, just slaps you, like, dead across the face, and for the rest of the game, like, you know, your hunter's got, like, a handprint, like, across, like, his cheek. Plot twist, knowing my luck as well, you know, she's gonna end up being like a secret final boss of the game, and literally, like, her main attack is just standing there just lecturing you on, like, everything you've done wrong. Okay, so that just looks like a broken leg waiting to happen. All right, so oh, didn't see this. Okay, go over to like the ancient coffin of Grandma the First, I guess. Is there gonna be a boss battle down here? Because this screams boss battle. Oh no, it's not like really a big, like maybe it's not a big enough area. Well, not quite. Oh, another one of those. Okay. All right, ladies, y'all hiding anything? Can I break the statues? Okay. Okay, that ambience got like extremely quiet all of a sudden. Ah. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, back off there. Legend of the White Wolf. You're not clever. Bonk. Well, I guess I'm not too clever either. Well, I guess I gotta fight him. Alright, Alpha, I'm about to be your Omega. Let's go. Come on. See, I keep thinking I'm not gonna get it, so I instinctively back off. Hey, Chief, right here. Was it just me, or did it seem weaker than the ones I fought topside? I know, it could actually have been one of them, because I did, like, upgrade my strength. It could have been one of them, but it's just, like, the lion dagger makes it seem like it's different colored. But it looked like it had, like, white fur. I ain't gonna lie, I thought that thing was actually gonna be, like, more of a challenge. Which is what concerns me, because... yeah, if that wasn't the actual challenge I thought it was going to be, I bet you there's going to be a problem down here. I'm concerned, Rogues. I really am. See, I played enough games to know that when there's like a scarcity of enemies or whatever, and like what enemies you do see are pretty weak, that means that you've got something bad like on the way. Antidote for what? Why I get a feeling I'm about to be humbled. Should I trust it? Oh. Well, I mean, at least that gives me like a little bit of a... because normally, like, when you have like this or whatever, like the area around is safe, but... it's kind of like a... I know all too well that when, like, you know, a game is like being too nice to you or whatever, it means that they're about to pull the carpet out from under you. This game is being extremely nice. Too nice. Don't I have, like, a bunch of these things I can, like, oh, yeah, totally. Alright. I'm gonna be turning these in and getting, like, another level up real quick. Oops. Okay. I'm guessing like Madman's knowledge. I'm hoping there wasn't like another use for these, but I mean it's like the whole thing for the insight. Okay. Let's go and see if I can upgrade something else real quick. Take another quick stop by here. I mean, I'll take the whole fact that I've only, like, died, like, a couple times during the stream, and it was just, like, you know, one enemy that was, like, guarding, like, a pretty nice little, like, you know, armor set. Because I'm saying this, I'm probably gonna end up dying to something else, but... The thing with the inside, I want to say I thought that was actually supposed to, like, increase, like, you know, what you can find in the store. But I don't know. It's that Kirk hammer. That seems, like, really interesting, but I don't know. Because normally, like, hammers will be, like, really, you know, slow. I'm wondering, like, you know, if I should, like, make, like, get the Hunter blunderbuss. It's got more durability than this does. But the blood attack's like 20 compared to 70. I don't really know if there's any, like, real reason to get it. The pistol's been working for me, like thus far. So... Also, I noticed that's, like, weird. I just noticed that my drop frames in OBS or whatever just went to 0 for no reason. Like, originally it was, like, showing 196, where that's the first time I've seen, like, the drop frames just go to 0, like, midstream. I don't know what happened there. Alright, hold on, guys. Before I continue to the safe spot, I'll be right back. Because I have a delivery that's supposed to be coming in. Just give me a second. I'll be right back. Yeah, I wasn't lugging that all the way in here, like the rest of the way. Yeah, you guys may not be able to see it, but over there, like at my corner, I just, like, you know, lugged that in, and didn't actually expect it to be so heavy, but that's like my Alex shelf, my Alex drawers from IKEA that I recently got. Pretty much, I'm not gonna be unboxed, like, you know, doing anything with it right just yet. I've just got it in the box, but when I get moving to the new house, I'm gonna be, like, you know, putting it together. Just not doing it right now because there's no point, like, in putting together, like, you know, more furniture or whatever before I move. But yeah, for those who don't know, I'm gonna be moving into a new house, you know, in a few weeks, due to, like, a lot of problems with, like, you know, people next door, like, being, like, excessively loud for months and months now. So I'm gonna be, like, you know, moving to another part of town, and pretty much, you know, and recently I kind of did, like, a little fundraiser thing, which thank you to those who did help me out with that. I did, like, a little fundraiser to kind of, like, you know, get, like, some new more odds and ends stuff, you know, and some, like, you know, some other furniture for the new place. So it's gonna be, like, fun putting that together. It's gonna be here for it's gonna be for the streaming room. I got, like, a little drawer right here that yeah, like, right there, like, up under my desk, like, you know, for me to put, you know, for stuff like my little streaming snacks and all that. But it needed, like, an upgrade. So we're gonna, like, you know, I'm gonna be putting that together. I'm gonna be doing, like, a stream when I get moved, where I'm gonna be, like, putting together, like, a little bit of furniture, like, little things like the, you know, shelves and dressers I've got so far, and, like, while I'm gonna be, like, trying to, like, you know, put together, like, my new streaming room. But either way, also I just noticed I have one more Madman's Knowledge to do. Okay.
What is it?
Hold on,
Farewell, good
yeah, I
heart.
said I was gonna upgrade my axe. I think I got, like, some more of those fragments. I should be able to upgrade my axe now. Not quite. We need one more. So in the meantime, I'm gonna see if I can upgrade my strength and vitality just a little bit more.
Welcome. What is... Very well. Let me...
Like I said, I've been still been getting by. I'm gonna continue with my strength. I really do need to work on skill at some point. All right. Old Yharnam. That's where we are now? Alright, so we're probably gonna, like, explore a little more down here. Cause I'm trying to see if I can find, like, another boss, but, you know. I said, I'm having a feeling something may be about to happen. Oh my luck. Cause, like I said, it's just the whole factor that I'm in an area where I'm not really dealing with, like, a whole lot of, like, real threats here, and usually that's where the rug gets pulled out from under you. Namely in a game like this. That's where we came down from. But at least we got ourselves like a little spot like here, you know, like little haven, little safe haven. This town's long abandoned. Hunter's not worrying. Well, like, you know, you don't get to decide that. I'm going in. Tell me where I can't go. So it looks like old Yharnam now. I guess that's where we properly are.
You there? Hunter! Didn't you see the warning?
Saw it, didn't care.
Turn back at once.
I turn my back to you
Old Yharnam,
and keep walking.
burned and abandoned by men, is now home only to beasts. They are of no harm to those alone. For the hunter will face the hunt.
Yeah, well, for the sake of story progression and then continuing the game, I kind of have to come through here. What the hell is that? What the fudge are you? Oh, he's fat. What the? Are you a mummy or a werewolf? You know, you can only be one, dude. Next thing you say, you're like vampire as well. It's just like, you know, 2/4 of like Universal monsters or something. Well, actually, like maybe like it's like 5 or 6. Let me see. There's like, you know, Frankenstein, Dracula. There's the creature from the Black Lagoon, the Mummy, Phantom of the Opera, werewolf. I'm talking here. Oh yeah, the Bride of Frankenstein. I just shot my gun by accident, but whatever. You're gonna be like a mummy, like and a werewolf at the same time. He's like gonna be like a creature from a Black Lagoon and Dracula or whatever. He's trying. It's like, what's your favorite Universal monster? Yes. Okay, so do we go down here or do we go where, like, you know, where, you know, Roland Chaney just came from? Like I said, this place loves their bridges. Nope. Nope, the sequel. Hold on, let me reload my gun. I said let me reload. Rude ass. Don't talk back. Do not talk back. You're gonna have the smoke like you like Chris Angel or something. Like it's coming out of nowhere, your little magic tricks. Okay, just you wearing a cloak doesn't make you better than the rest of them there, Sith Lord. Let's do this. Yeah, don't wear something that's gonna obscure your vision. Oh, this opportunist dingus right here. You want to try that again? You ain't my mummy. This better be important, whatever they're regarding. Well, kind of is. I was hoping it was going to be like something a little bit more, you know, worthy. I mean, of course, these guys were scrubs or whatever, so I guess they kind of like took what they got, you know, maybe they had like some kind of like little like raffle or like a stick drawing thing, like on who decides, like, you know, what creatures decide, like, you know, what, you know, item they're gonna like guard. And these guys do the short end of the stick. But that's what we need. We needed that, and we got 2 of them. All right, so we can upgrade the axe now. That's good. All right, so it seems like we can't really do like much else over here, you know. Then slap these guys around. But it kind of like just is par for the course. Seems like whenever I go into a new area, which I'm guessing like the Cathedral War is gonna have a boss, so I just can't go and fight it yet. It's probably like something we gotta do here to get like an emblem or something. But again, like each time I've gone to a new area, there's like these enemies that are very easy to beat. Like these werewolf dudes or whatever, like they're just, you know, absolute scrubs. So we gotta go down this way. I don't know, it's just, like I continue to say, this has actually felt more accessible than Dark Souls for some reason to me. But it's also, I feel like I'm still very early in the game. We only fought like 2 bosses. I think it's Dark Souls. I think I fought like maybe like 4 bosses. I can't remember like how many I fought between like, you know, the Asylum Demon and the Moonlight Butterfly. I think that's what it was called, because it's been like a few years since I played. See, I want to try to jump down there, but I don't know if I would have survived. There's something over there. I'm trying to see if I can actually make my way down slow. Yeah, it might actually have been what I needed to do. Or I can just take the ladder if I can get over there. If you're gonna try a sneak attack, please don't snarl. I hear you right here. You're right there, right? Oh, right there. You gonna do this or I'm gonna do it? There you go. Oh, they poison you. Good to know. Okay, why do these feel faster all of a sudden? You need to take that on somewhere else. Oh, it does. Pretty much with Bloodborne, it's designed like they basically force you to be more of the offensive than Dark Souls. Dark Souls is defensive, this one's offensive. And whenever you see that little like orange meter pop up, what that's supposed to be for is that they basically try to encourage you to you basically, if you get like the like that orange meter up there, I'm slowly dying right here. Give me a second to fix this. Good thing I got that antidote. Now I know what it was for. Yeah. The orange, like whenever you see like orange on like, you know, the health meter, if you can go in and get some strikes in on the enemy, you can get some of your health back. So the game kind of tried to force you to be on the offensive. Yeah, it is very much like, you know, you call it very much is offense focal. And so it's obviously like, you know, the combat's faster. And I guess that's kind of like one reason maybe I'm doing okay at the moment, because that's like kind of like what I'm used to with games. Things being more fast-paced. You know, Dark Souls, like, against like more defense and timing attacks and everything. And with this one, you know, it's basically like they give you like little moments to go in and try to rush an enemy down, but then get out of the way. Okay, it wasn't really a whole lot down here. Which is why we gotta go down there. I don't know. Is that safe? I think it is. There's no mind like what gravity would, you know, get to me before, like, you know, these enemies do. Okay. Yeah, okay. This just looks like, you know, it's just... I need to get on off this because I'm worried it's going to fall through. But at least I called it, you know, I had, like, you know, go around to get up the ladder. Yeah, if I probably would try to drop down from over there, I definitely probably wouldn't have survived the fall. Let's see what this is. It is more cold blood, dude. Which I'm always like, it's always good to see that, because it means, like, you know, 3 levels. Wait a minute. We got a problem here, though. So how do we get to this? Oh, that's just a lantern. I thought that was like that was an item down there. So yeah, if my stupid self would have actually tried to jump down there, would have done it for nothing, because it's like a lantern and not an actual item. But also, guess who just had... I feel stupid anyway, because now I gotta do this all over again. It's not gonna take too long to get back over, you know, get back around. I can't believe I just did that, though. Yeah, me just did the dumb. But you know, it actually might be a good thing I did, because yeah. Curious. There has to be a way to get around to that. So maybe it's a good thing I came back down here. Maybe not. So there's gotta be a way to access that. I wouldn't see anything from there. I mean, it's probably like somewhere we're got to come back to. I swear I'm just having spent like Snake Eater to start playing. For those who know, you know. That was a long ladder. Okay, because I want to kind of go back down there and check that door, but I do not also want to, like, you know, go back down a third time and make myself look stupid again. Okay, so this guy was talking about, like, you know, I don't know. It feels like there's got to be more here I got to do. I checked all around here, and I went down there or whatever, so... Try the door, or did I try the door already? I can't do the door. Let me see. I'm just trying to, like, can't, like, see if there's, like, any kind of path where I gotta jump down or something. Huh, how'd I miss this? Literally, like, a whole other area over there I guess I just wasn't really paying attention to. Okay. Well, we know we gotta go now. I can't believe I actually missed this. Like, I was like...
You are a skilled hunter, adept, merciless.
Hold that thought. Come on. Oh, you are not about to touch me there. I wish you would. Okay, you touch me and that's the last thing you're gonna do. These things are weak, but I can see where the issue is. If they like you swarm me and start... I'm collecting stuff, dude. Step off. They just love being opportunists. But, you know, it's, I can see, like, the issue here. They're like the rats. If they overwhelm me... Alright, Matt, that's fine. I will say, something I do want to kind of, like, run by you is you definitely want to make sure you watch, like, you know, what streams you kind of say something like that in, because people can see that as bad, like, you know... Basically saying you're going to go and watch someone else's stream. I mean, obviously I'm giving you a pass because you're basically talking about going into support Elginox and we, you know, we're all friends and everything. But just give me, like, a little bit, like, an insight, you know, from a streamer who's been doing this for a while. You really want to watch, like, what people's channels you do that in. Only thing is, like, one as your best friend. But yeah, I don't mind you going to support Elginox, of course. You know, definitely go do so. And I'll see you in Grounded too. But just make sure you watch seeing things like that, like, in the wrong stream, because some people will... Like I said, you know, I'm not, like, you know, coming at you about it just because, like, you know, it's basically, it's all people in our little group, but why has he got a machine gun? The last thing I would expect in this game was someone with a machine gun. That's gonna be a problem. But yeah. But yeah, like, I like I'm about to talk and he starts, like, shooting again. But yeah, Mac, I'll see you at 2 p.m. I'm trying to, like, you know, see about hopefully trying to wrap this up soon so I can try to have, like, lunch before we, stream. Okay, he's about to kill box me. Oh, watch it! Yeah, I mean, it's fine. I mean, that's the thing. Like, you know this is an alert-friendly stream. You don't have to, like, you know, tell me where you're going. That's the thing. You know, like, basically, you know, that's... I ain't gonna, like, hold it against you if you just dip out. This was a bad idea. Well, at least I survived. Oh, shit. I said I survived. That didn't give you, like, rain to shoot me. That was a stupid-ass idea. Hey, cheater, back off. Pigeons, I ain't got time for the... And what's your problem? Dude. Very big mistake. Yeah, don't act... You know, so you gotta, like, stand over my body like that just because, you know, you just jumped me while someone was shooting at me? Okay. I'm gonna enjoy this. A lot. This dude's gonna, like, stand over my body like he just did something when he jumped me while someone was shooting at me. Alright, dude. Challenge accepted. Get out of my way. See, this guy over here just made a very big mistake, and he's about to regret it. And all you're about to get out of my way and allow it to happen. It's not negotiable. But if you want to, like, do this, who am I to stop you? I just healed. I'm going down there and I'm going to get my revenge. Okay, I'm surprised one of them had a gemstone. And you're gonna get it too, dude. I wonder if there's like supposed to be like easier, like another way to get down there. My stupid self. I think I see something here. Okay, that's the very lane where I can't, where I'm not getting shot at. So it looks like there's supposed to be a way I can get down here. Oh my god, now this guy's gonna keep shooting at me now that I got him aggroed permanently. This is definitely gonna be a bit of a problem. Trying to see here. Yeah, this is. You guys have no idea how satisfying it's gonna be to go up there and kick that guy's ass when I can, because he just cost me everything. Like, you know, that one jerk right there took from me. So. Simple fact of the matter is here is that I don't have anything to lose now. Meaning, I don't have to worry about, like, you know, since I lost all that. Okay, that's beyond it. Figures like I'm doing okay, like I'm doing pretty good in this game, and then there's like just a BS part comes up, like, you know, in regards to, like, this thing shooting at me. Well, okay, well, what little bloodstones I had. Only thing is, I swear, like, one of those enemies was just, like, you know, through the floor. So that wasn't a glitch. I noticed it seemed like someone was hitting me, like, through the floor. I'm getting really sick and tired of those y'all touching me. Yeah, see, yeah, there's an enemy in the through the floor. Well, good. It means you already buried yourself. I can't even lock on this jerk. Well, that's a new one. can't believe this. For the love of... Like I said, rest in peace. You're already bare. Oh, now he comes up after he... Okay, well, that was interesting. So that's how it works. Let's just be cheaper now all of a sudden. Okay, that works too. This is the part where, you know, you're supposed to like... I ain't got time to play your games now. That was definitely probably one of the most disrespectful shots I've taken in this game, though, just because there's nothing serious. Like, I have the high ground. Well, I got the fly ground. Shoots a gun. Like, you literally stand there like you're freaking Obi-Wan with your little high ground, your little leg twitching. I'm gonna get you. You ain't gonna like what happens when I do. I wish I could just throw a rock at him and just knock him off of there. Like, just... I mean, I'm just trying to the whole dang time, I just should have looked to the right. Oh my god. Look, I get a pass, Rogues, alright? Everything in this game is trying to kill me. Don't at me. I could have just looked at the left or whatever and... Eventually I'm gonna come up there. And you ain't gonna like... I was talking. Eventually I'm gonna come up there and you ain't gonna like what happens. Yeah, I've got like something special. Yeah, considering like, you know, you pigeons, like, you know, kind of like, you know, just got me killed a bit ago because they were coming at me, and then that Timu Hunter, you know, came out of nowhere. I think he was as good as me. He'll never have a coat as bitch in his mind. What's that noise? Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh, shit. You're a little fast, ain't you? Okay. Take your precious hands on somewhere else there, Gollum. And don't get up. Shit. I can do that, too. Cloak cell. Put some pants on. What's in here? Blood Tin Stone. That's a new one. Okay. I'm just making my mission like install every enemy in this game that I see. Oh, I can't stand that guy. I want you to know, I'm coming up there. Hey, of course, I can't shoot them with it. Nah, shit. Now catch me inside, how about that? Yeah, pat tag, son, that's cute. And what have we learned? Oh, another gemstone. So excited, they almost got me. Whew. Yeah, I survived. Come in here and get me. Not you. You wait your turn. Another one down. You know, I'm about to... Oh my god, I was in the middle of something. I hate that thing. I hate that guy. Listen, they're trying to trick me into going out there and, like, you know... Well, you know, I ain't stupid. Come here. Don't turn your head at me like non-dramatically. Get in here. I want to fight you. I'm not gonna play this by their, you know, the way they want me to. I'm gonna, like, lure each of them in one by one, then, you know... You know, if you're gonna, like, try to ambush me alongside your friend, be good at it. Like, you had a perfect chance, like, to jump me, like, while I was busy with him where you missed. They seem like they keep doing that. Okay, yeah, don't want to, like, that would be a kill box, right? Whoa! You. Yo, lanky self. Yeah, why don't you come on over in here? I want to talk to you. Not you, him. Or did he take the bait? Is he coming in here? Not you, him. I keep saying that, but I thought I heard something like outside. I thought it was like it was the other hunter. I'm trying to, like, lure him here so I can, like, Look, I got other things to take care of. You're completely irrelevant. Step off. Trim your nails. Yeah, come on in here. Come on. All right, I think he took the bait this time. He's coming. See, that stupid gunman is... Here we go. Finally. You gotta be kidding me. It keeps on, like... You were such a wimp. Where'd he go? See, the thing is, I don't want to try to fight this thing, like, you know, with that stupid gunman up there. That's what they want me to do. Yeah. Come on there with, like... Oh, you don't want to do it like when, you know, the gunman can't shoot at me, huh? Yeah, see, he wants to lure me up there. I ain't stupid. Yeah, he's gonna sit there and just take pop shots at me. You know, just... I'm not playing this by your rules. I'm playing it by mine. Let that be a lesson to you. Leave it to the pros. What the? Oh, no, you don't. What the hell? Yeah, they kind of... I got that. I feel like that should have took him down. Oh, that's what it is. This jackass is healing. That guy sucked. Oh, please not like have to fight any of them too quite too often. At least I got my revenge on him. I didn't get all my stuff back. What frustrating is the fact that I stabbed him or whatever, and like I was like, wait, why did his health didn't go down? And apparently somehow he like actually healed while he was on the ground or something. I don't know what happened there, or he healed right before I hit him or something. That guy sucked. I ain't gonna lie. Alright, so... There was something up here. I don't think I collected it yet. Okay, let's get back down here. Because I'm pretty sure that's not going to be the only hunter-type character I'm going to have to fight, but... Wait a minute. I'm going to hope this is going where I think it's going. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. How's it going? You had fun shooting at me, didn't you? Regular bang up old time. No. That's cute. That's my MO. Of course they want to make this guy... Oh, hell no! Okay, yeah, this guy's beyond...
I should think
Well,
you still have dreams.
what pisses me off about that is I went up there and he ended up being like a lot harder than the other one. I feel... Okay. So yeah, I'll admit, I talked a lot of shit going up there, but I thought this is just gonna be like something like very easy enemy to take out, and I go up there, he was tougher than the other hunter I fought. So yeah, I got humbled. I said I was gonna get humbled in this game at some point, and it happened again, but... What frustrates me now is that now I gotta fight through all that all over again. So, considering the difficulty curve the game just took, Rogues, I mean, and plus the fact I do need to start getting ready, like have lunch before we do the grounded stream. Yeah, I got humbled right there, and no, not upset about it. Problem is that I'm gonna have to, like, somehow beat that guy to get my stuff that I just lost back. But hopefully we can. But we'll tackle that, like, next time I stream this tomorrow. Because that dude actually felt like a boss at that point. I mean, yeah, I'm owning up. He beat my ass. I went up there, mouthing off, but it's just I kind of like, thought he was gonna be like some easy enemy to take out, and it's basically, it's just pretty much, the way these characters are designed. I mean, to me, they kind of come across as a possibility like a version of like an offline invader, in the sense that they pretty much, they're another hunter. They fight using the same stuff you use, and I don't actually have that particular weapon. But the good news about this is that at the very least, I've got like, some shards or whatever, so I can go on back in here. We're actually going to do this first and go and like get some upgrading done before I stop the stream. And then at least give me like a little sentinels to work with next time. I'm just going to like just match the dude somehow. I got to like, just keep in mind that I just got to try to lay the pressure on him. The only thing is like, it seemed like, he wasn't really taking a whole lot of damage is the issue. I just need to like try to like, get, figure out like, means like, try to like, get him to make him, get a visceral on him if I can. Because I think he used like a visceral on me, which sucked. The only thing that also sucked about that, it seemed like he actually did like a visceral tag on me without actually, staggering me or something. I mean, like just... So, yeah, to upgrade the Hunter Axe again, I need like 5 more Bloodstone shards. But the Blood Gems, now that's a different story. It doesn't say anything about that one. Charge attacks up to... Alright. I'll put a tempering in this one. Alright. Whatever the case, like I said, I can't be mad about it. It's frustrating. That guy was a jerk and everything. It's just the only thing I'm really kind of irritated about with it is an actual fight with him in itself. And maybe I need to actually get myself leveled up a little bit more before I do try to take that guy on. But also, of course, like these hunter type enemies seem like they're actually going to be like absolute pain. I had a feeling I'm probably going to be dealing with like a whole bunch of them down there. Because I guess like old Yharnam, I wonder if that actually is like some kind of concept of like, Central Yharnam is like a new version of Yharnam. And the old one's basically where they just like let all these hunters that I guess possibly, I'm going to assume it's like with Father Gascione, they ended up getting, I guess, corrupted or something. And they're like down there like trying to fight these beasts and everything. They're like in an endless fight with them or something like that. And they see me as like also as a threat as well. So I'm having fun. There's gonna be like a bunch of hunter type enemies down there. I'm gonna hope it may be a possibility that when I kill them, they're gonna stay gone, but I doubt that's gonna be the case. It'd be nice. Because you look at like I can see like the other creatures them respawning, but if the hunters don't respawn, that'd be awesome. I definitely would appreciate that because I appreciate that, but also understand if they do respawn, because that would like, of course, like commit, basically, I guess like how can I say, yeah, contribute to like the difficulty of the game and everything. I mean, but it's just that one up there. The main issue is the fact he's got that machine gun. You're right there trying to maneuver through everything. He's constantly, hitting you with a machine gun while you're trying to fight other stuff. So now I'm got to go back down there, like kite everything inside like the building for me to fight them again, take everything out, and then like try to run up there and. If that other hunter's still around, so I gotta go and take him out again. Then, I mean, probably best case scenario is I might just have to, like, just, like, not even go up the ladder. Just, go a little further in, see if there's something else I can find and actually try to fight him with. We'll see. But either way, you guys see I'm in good spirits about it. It is what it is. This is, like, what you basically are to expect, like, with a game like this. And in fact, I think I only, like, died, like, probably, like, 5 times this stream, still. And, this is like, is a cumulative tally up there, like, in regards to, like, how many times I've died. As an estimate, I think I had been off on something. There was, like, the one time where I couldn't remember if I died once or twice, and I added 2 deaths to it just to be on the safe side. But, it's not taking away from my enjoyment of the game. That's what you basically have to go in these games with, knowing that it's going to be difficult. It's not like the first, like, hard game I've, faced. And I'm definitely still enjoying it. It's just that one little part right there. Just got, like, it's just one more obstacle I got to overcome, and I'll definitely do so. So, with that being said, guys, I'm going to go and call it here, because it's going to be probably about, like, another hour and we'll say 15 minutes. Well, about like hour and probably about 18 minutes before we're supposed to be possibly going live with Grounded 2. It's gonna be a fun stream there. It's gonna be me, Amber, Mickey D343, and I'm hoping Eldrock's gonna be joining us since he didn't get to play last time because he had like a family emergency. With that being said, if you guys enjoyed the stream, deeply appreciate if you like, comment, and share. If you aren't subscribed to the channel, appreciate that also since we are coming up on 1,000 subscribers on here. And with that being said, I'll see you guys like in a little while for Grounded 2. But until then, much love, Rogues. Thanks for coming out and hanging out with me with this. Definitely, I think it's like one of my best streams this so far, and I can't wait to play more of it tomorrow. But until then, you guys be safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.